Hello everyone, it's Dr. Wolfe here, and in this video I just wanted to go over the pre-formative practice. So let's work on constructing explanations. Our goal is to figure out what Grant's genotype is using these terms. And so let's not even just skip the claim for now. Let's say we're not sure. Let's just talk about the evidence. And again, the evidence is just going to be the phenotypes right here. So like, do they have albinism or not? And Grant does not have albinism. Right? We could just see that by looking at him. So what's our reasoning going to be there? Right? He has to have at least one dominant allele. Right? We know he's got to have that that big A dash. Okay, for now. All right. But maybe let's look at some other folks in the family, right? Let's look at his parents. You know, Grant's parents also don't have albinism, but their daughter, Kit, does. Okay, so what does that mean? Like, what's the big so about that? All right, what can be determined? So, his parents must be heterozygous because they have to have at least one dominant allele, but also each pass down a recessive allele, a little a, to Kit. Okay, but again, I care about what Grant's genotype is, right? This doesn't necessarily answer my question just yet, but it helps me out. So, okay, so I know Grant's parents are big A, little a here. So maybe this big A came from John, and we're not sure, but let's just play this out. Bonnie could have passed down a big A or a little a, right? And if it was the opposite, same thing. John could have passed down a big A or a little a, so we're not exactly sure. So I'm going to finish up my reasoning and just say, you know, because one of Grant's parents could have passed down either allele, we can't determine Grant's full genotype. Ooh, I'm running out of room here. All right, we can't determine his full genotype, so he is big A dash, at least for now. All right, and maybe if we got more information, we could figure that out. All right. By the way, this is definitely the longest explanation you would write for this. Notice here, sometimes it's really short, right? Oh, based on the phenotype, we know the genotype. Other times, it's usually going to be somewhere in the middle between here. All right, so that's what your evidence is always your phenotype. What do you see? And your reasoning is always like, what do you know about their genotypes? All right, now one thing I want to do is go back and did I use all these terms? All right, I definitely used heterozygous. I talked about allele. I talked about dominant and recessive. Oh, shoot. I didn't talk about these terms right here, genotype and phenotype. This is going to happen, and that's fine. I want you guys to just focus on writing a good explanation, and then afterwards, let's see if we could add it in. Grant does not have, we could just say, the phenotype. The phenotype, albinism. That's totally fine. Right? I don't want you to worry about all the vocab when you're just trying to explain stuff. All right. Sometimes it works out. You have it. And then how could we add genotype in here? All right. So I'm just going to cross out so his genotype, boom, is big A dash. All right. So now I've used all my terms. Thanks for watching.